I'm Rich Carlson. I've been a resident of Northborough for 37 years. My wife Hilly and I raised our three sons here in Northborough. They were involved in town sports and really had a wonderful experience. And I've also been a business owner for 37 years here in Northborough. And I've had a chance to be exposed to the business community. And when Parker Swan, who was the town moderator, asked me to serve on the Appropriations Committee, I was very, very happy to do so. And I had a much better appreciation for what it's like to be involved in town affairs. My wife and I have also been very active members of St. Rosalima Parish. But today I'm here with Fred George. And Fred, there's an opportunity, I think, for us to talk a little bit about your history and your background in the town of Northborough. I think you've been here a little bit longer than Hillary and I have, but tell me a little bit about your experience in Northborough, being involved in the town, and also why you'd like to be running for town moderator again. Another perspective too is as moderator. I think it would be helpful not just to have the 23 years of experience that you have as a town moderator, but also your experience actually being members of different boards and committees. So your involvement in the town government, has really enabled you to bring all of that experience with you when you're working with these select boards and these committees to really make sure that things are working as smoothly as possible. And having been a member of these committees and these boards, just gives you, I think, an added advantage that speaks to your experience about running as a moderator and what you can bring to the table to make it in.
That's okay. Take it from your last breathing point.
So, with all of your experience working on town boards and the various other roles that you've had in town government here in Northborough, I think that added experience makes you extremely well qualified because of your appreciation for what these boards and committees are doing as they conduct their negotiations and their discussions as they're about to present their articles at the town meeting.
I have been very fortunate in the fact that I've had those broad opportunities, and in many cases, I didn't know they existed, and was made aware of that, and then made the decision to open the door and walk through and do those various roles. What I think is important as town moderator is that I bring to the table the opportunity to have people, as I've said earlier, have people be able to hear and be heard. And as a result of their efforts, make an informed decision when it comes time to vote. That's the really key component of what I believe I bring to the table for as town moderator. Now, for the difficult part of it is making sure that it's fair and equitable for all in attendance.
Mhm.
I always tell my lovely wife that many people ask me my opinion, and my response usually is, I have an opinion, but I choose not to share it. I think as town moderator, I can't show bias one way or the other, and I try very hard not to do that.
Mhm.
And I will listen to people as long as we all, as we learned in elementary school, when you're using your crayon, stay within the lines, and if you can do that and get along with those on either side of you, then it will be a good experience. Hello, my name is Fred George, and I'm a candidate for town moderator in Northborough, Massachusetts. I've had the opportunity to explain a lot of my history as far as how I got started in the area of local politics and government. And I've also talked a little bit about my feelings about making sure that each and every member of the community that attends town meeting will have the opportunity to hear and be heard. It's important for me that we have accountability, and we're able to have accountability with the people in town, but also some accountability at the state level as well, and extremely important. My style of town meeting is to make sure that we are very thorough in talking about where we are, what we're doing, and what the results of our vote will be. And I try to do informational conversation with people before the town meeting, talking about the fact that We may not always agree, but we are a community and we're neighbors. And we will be neighbors and a community after town meeting as well. So it's important to be understanding of individuals who don't necessarily think exactly the same way we think. I've had the pleasure of living in this town for over 43 years, have had the opportunity to learn how Northborough has changed over those 43 years. And for me, the most important aspect of it is making sure that we welcome new people to our community and allow them to be involved and understand this unique form of government that is town meeting, where they may have come from areas where that didn't exist. As town moderator, I think it's extremely important that every individual has that opportunity to learn and participate. And my feeling is that I can help with that by informing people and listening to people and better understanding what their particular questions and needs are. I ask when it comes time for a vote here in town that you consider me as a viable and strong candidate for the role of town moderator. I'm asking for your vote, and I'm asking you to get out and vote. Thank you so much.